him to pick Memphis and David, and then he chose to do that. So I think he got, but like now hindsight 2020.
I literally was taking his advice though. Like literally, he's
just
been
pick Nicole and I. But like he was spiraling and like going crazy over that thing too.
He was the one that was sketched out. So he told me to put you two up. That's why afterwards, was it after that he got super like cooked out?
Mm-hmm.
I think he just was feeling super guilty over all the situation. He was just doing a lot. So anyways.
See, and that's the thing is like, this is what this fucking house does.
Yeah.
Like he says something and then it's always like the tell first.
He panicked, so he probably went to go tell you because he thought that maybe I would tell you or...
Well, no, this conversation, he didn't even say this to me until when he was on the block in week 6.
When
it was the week after.
Save himself.
It was a week after. It was a week after when he was on the block. But that's where the conversation was, that he was like, I really think Kevin, because now Kevin came to me and was like, you know, people that you think are on your side are not on your side. And he was like, I think he's talking about you. And I was like, oh
my God.
And so he's like, because I told him to do this and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, and that's when he was like, and I feel nervous to even say that you're going to vote. Because I was like, I told Ian, I was like, I have no problem keeping you, Ian. I have no problem keeping Tyler. Like, I like the both of you. And so he was like, I'm nervous to say that you're going to vote for me because then I think that Kevin and Devon will not vote for me.
To be honest, I didn't even associate you with Ian as closely as he was suggesting.
So like, but I know like, but I talked to Bailey and Bailey had said something that Ian was like, I felt close with you, Danny, and Nicole, meaning me. And I was like, all right, yeah. I mean, he's attached to the hip to Nicole. Like, I know I like hang around with Ian, and I've definitely been like very nut, and like I was very good with Ian. So like for him to mention my name, I was like, all right, whatever.
It was a weird connection. Everybody is knowing it's Nicole. Like,
and that's why I was like, honestly, and that is what. After week 5 played out the way it did, and we never had a conversation, so we never really talked it out. We never revisited it. And then week 6 is when he went on the block and all this came out. So then it was like week 7 happened. And then it's like, and now I'm the HOHC after. And like we never, but that's what I'm saying. Like we never connected. So that's why I was trying to say, I didn't want it to seem like, oh, the world revolves around me. But I just was trying to help be like, like this stuff was happening and we never like talked. And like, yes, I could have easily come up to you, you know, but it was like for me in this game, like, what are you?
From my perspective, like, it's hard for me. Like, I'm like, hearing all of this is hard because, like, I feel like how would I have known to talk to you about it if I didn't? It's like a fictional story that's being constructed. How would I know to be like, I need to talk to Cody unless it was true? Like, unless I knew, like, oh shit, I just mentioned Cody's name. I probably should circumvent this. Then I would be like, okay, I need to talk to Cody. But like, if it's totally out of my vision.
He was saying it to you, and so you were like, well, he's saying it. But like, even in that, like, I just felt like, you know, like you got put in a situation, you obviously saw that it like made me, like I felt some type of way. And like, so that's why like after that, like I saw you talk to Nicole and I was like, oh, well, like I haven't even talked to Kevin. Like I didn't know how close you were with Nicole or whatever. And you know,
I had the same relationship with Nicole too. And she told me that similar, the Pick'em game is where it all kind of split. And I told her, I said, oh, I should have did what Ian did, which is afterwards he just fully retreated and figured out a way to get out of it and apparently used me to get out of it. But it doesn't, at this point, it doesn't really matter. I wanted to, the reason why I really wanted to talk to you is because, like, I thought about your HOH letter, where there was a last line in it that talked about be empathetic. And I realized that you do have the capacity to be empathetic. And I do think that you do see it from my perspective, that I've just been
beat down and like
beat down. I've unconnected, expendable to people. They can just say whatever they want to say about me and they can get away with it. And
I just want you to know I was never being like, I have to go after Kevin. Like, I have to do this. Like, I have to do that. Like, it was just stuff that was happening in the game. I was like, okay. And that's why